What is good, y'all? It's your boy Coach Smooth back with the Browns rebuild here as we're into the last two games of the 2026 regular season, where we could be seeing a possible clinching of a postseason spot. As you can see here from the standings, we are currently right now the 10th seed. Yes, I know the top 7 are the ones that go, but we're 8 and 7, and both 7, 8, and 9 there in the AFC West are all 9 and 6. So if we can win out, there is a chance that we will be scoreboard watching. So that means at halftime and at the end of the game, we will be looking for Chargers, Chiefs, or Raiders scores in these last two games. Well, at least in this first game, and we'll see how the last game goes. Hopefully, we're still in contention for the last game. But none of that matters if we do not get a dub. So today we'll be starting off with the Giants and going up against the Texans. Now, if you guys missed the last episode, we did have a pretty good outing. As we just look at some of the scores here. Oh. Clicking buttons a little too fast. The screen's actually moving quick. We did get a loss to the Jets, but we did come back, bounce back with a win here against the Bengals, and then took care of a no touchdown scoring game here against the Buccaneers. We were able to walk away with a victory and also got back our starting QB back from injury. Yes, that is right. Shedeur Sanders is back from injury, ready to go and take back his team over here, and we're just going to look to continue to make this team better. So with him coming back, hopefully that makes the offense run a little bit more smoother. Defensively, I definitely want to see Myles Garrett get more to the quarterback. I mean, we were seeing these two kind of handle the pass rush, but it's been completely dead here recently as far as who's getting to the quarterback. So definitely want to see some more guys making plays here. Taking on the 7-8 Giants, we've already done our practices for the week. We're ready to get going, ready to get Shedeur back onto the field. So all that's left to do is hopefully go out and win in front of our home stands, as we'll be watching a big chunk of this game because it's going to decide if we go to the postseason or get started for season number 3. And here we are with the color rush unis on. So we're coming out with the all Browns, which in this lighting make it look like it's all black. Kind of tough with the black and orange though. Very Halloween themed too, as well, as we're coming out of the spooky season, and hopefully we can spookily sneak our way into the postseason. As the Browns offense will start out here on the day. Shedeur's first pass back from injury, going right to the rookie Jesse Villa. Actually, no, it's Jerry Jeudy. So we did see a very surprisingly drop-off of workload there for Jeudy with the backup quarterbacks in. So now we'll have to see, now that Shedeur is back on the field, if we see him get more involved. But we definitely did see his workload drop off considerably in those weeks. We get another handoff, and Judkins, it's got to be ball carrier vision or something, but that is just terrible. I know we got an injury right now. I'm going to see if I can still jump in the game here. Like, look, it's just a simple halfback dive. Simple. Get it up the middle. I don't know why first of all, why he moved a little bit to the right. I don't know where he's going to go that way. And then he goes to the left. And instead of cutting left and right off the center's butt, he goes left and in a straight line, literally east. Like, just going straight down the line of scrimmage. We will be watching most of this game too, so if I'm not seeing Judkins run the ball, I think he's on a very short leash now. If he's not doing good, Sampson will be coming into the game. I'm not losing this game because Judkins does not want to run the ball effectively. If he needs to be just a third down only back and I let Sampson be the lead back, then I will do that. But look at the young phenom drafted ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Jackson Dart coming on the field here for the Giants, looking to lead them down the field here. I don't know if they have any postseason hope here at 7-8, but there goes Cam Scatterbo. Handing this off here, going right back up the middle again to Cam. Great run there by him. At least somebody's run game is going good. Staying under center here. Why not go to him for a third straight time here? Going to the outside as it's finally stopped by Del Pitt. No blitz coming in here this time. Throwing to the outside. That's an open catch. I think that's Neighbors. Getting a gain of 8 there, which is surprising. One of the, I should say, like, coach skills coming into the game we do use is to up our ability to blitz and stop the run. And we really don't do it too often. But there's a 3rd and short blitz that stops them short of the first down, and we should be able to get this ball punted back just out of field goal range. Never mind. They're going to go for it here. They're going to go with the toss out, the scant. And look at nobody on the outside. A simple toss out of the gun. I've never seen that work anywhere. I bet you if you go run that right now, it's not going to work for you. They go back-to-back tosses. Look at that. That's what a toss should do. Right out to the outside, right off this. Looks like just right off the motion. Nobody really followed him. I mean, he was just wide open over there. So I would probably make the same quick read. 3rd and 8, though. They're in field goal range, so they don't have to get it all, but they will. Malik Neighbors gets the block from his receiver, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And it looks like somebody's offense at least came to play. Now, I'm going to make that coach adjustment, though, and put our I'm matching up by overall, so I'm going to make sure that our #1 corner stays on Neighbors all day. There goes Judkins again. Maybe it's the fact of his elusiveness. He's always looking for, it seems like, the home run play. Like, he doesn't really want to run up the middle. He wants to go outside. So I don't know if that's a trait thing or if that's a elusive back thing, but look at Sanders here. Clean pocket, fumble, ball's on the ground, and it's going right back to the Giants. You just can't hold the ball that long. Somebody had to have gotten open. Throw going underneath here. That one is just off target. They've had more success with the run game than anything. So if we can get Jackson to throw the ball like that, I think we'll have a better chance at success. Dropping back here. They're going with the halfback handoff here. Those Cam's breaking some ankles on the outside. I thought we were supposed to be matching up by overall. So Malik Neighbors at the bottom. Ward is not going with him, though. Going to the outside here is Cam with the 1st down carry. And he breaks off a tackle and cuts back inside before getting taken down at finally the 13. The run game is just not in to stop today, though. Y'all have no interest in playing any type of defense. Handoff up the middle. Goes right past the defensive line. So dropping back here. Jackson's going to get out of the pocket. Looking upfield. He's going to take it off himself, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Nobody watched Jackson out of the backfield. Yeah, this is getting... never mind. Postseason run might not be happening, y'all. I guess it was a nice thought. It was a good thought that we might be able to get it this year, but we're just not quite ready to make that leap. We did have more wins than we did last year, which is a good case for us, but we still are a very young team. There's still a lot that has to be grown here. And it just sucks that we do have some old aging players that are some of our backbones, like David Njoku here, that's probably not going to be on the team when this team is ready to make a push. Same thing with guys like possibly Myles Garrett. Might even be out of the age range by the time we get ready. I mean, Judkins does a lot of growing up to do at halfback. Shador has a lot of growing up to do. We have 2 young receivers to match up with Jerry Jeudy. We have a very young offensive line. This year, we're about to get younger on defense. So, yeah, we might be about 2-3 more years removed before making a serious push. Dropping back here. Throw goes out. I mean, that's wide open there to Jesse Villa. Good play to get us onto our half of the field and closing it on the red zone. There goes Looney at the bottom of the screen by himself. Doing a lot of one-on-one work here. They send a blitz in, and I did a lot more like balancing the playbook out, giving everything pretty much like the same amount of stars, so everything has like an equal chance of being called. I don't know if that's the way to go, if I should put my favorite plays up there more, because I just saw the same plays getting called over and over again, and I wanted them to have better play call variety. So I kind of evened out at least a good chunk of them, so we'd see a good matchup of different plays, hopefully different success rates here. Shador throwing this one out late. That's Sampson with a great catch. There goes Elijah Ogburn out with another injury, bringing in Wanaya Morris. I didn't make Sampson the receiving back here. I might flip-flop it, though. We'll have to see how they play. Good catch there by Jeudy, and he's in the end zone. Finally able to put up some points. Why is everybody doing the same celebration? Can we get some variety in the celebrations? Like, I could get it the same team did it, but really, y'all on different teams. Look at the throw underneath here, though. Great catch on the back shoulder, too, and then still able to keep forward momentum to get in the end zone. So the offense woke up on their 2nd drive. Defense, this is y'all's 3rd drive. Can we? Oh, my goodness. Greg, if you don't get slammed like that, bro, move out the way. So, yeah, I did match it up by overall, but I'm not seeing a difference here. Neighbors are still getting matched up with Newsome. So, if I need to make the depth chart change and swap them around, because I can't just move him to quarterback 2 and they'll flip sides of the field. Dropping back here. Darts looking. Fires it one-on-one down the field. There's your chance to prove me wrong, and Newsome got him. He might be able to handle that one-on-one. Just do what y'all did last time, bro. We had a great drive. Trips open here. Pocket's looking good. Tries to get that one out on a 3-man rush. That's just too much zone coverage. It does look like Ogburn did come back in the game, though. So it must have been a minor injury. So back with the starters here, throwing this one instead of leaving the pocket. Wide open is Jerry Jeudy over the middle. So it'll be 1st and 10 after the big play. We're on our side of the field. Blitz is coming in. It's a screen. Going out to Sampson. Easy run lanes here as the blocks get set up. Seeing another run play here. Going to the right side. I don't know what David Njoku was doing. He blocked nobody. If he had got the block there, we probably get the first. Instead, it'll be 3rd and inches. They're going to send a blitz in for sure. There goes Judkins on the backside. Running right where the blitz was coming from, replacing it. Blocks are able to pick it up. That's a huge chunk there for Judkins. Situations like those are where his elusiveness or east-west running work out in our favor. 1st and 10 here at the 14. Quick throw out. Still gets caught off the tip. Empty inside the 10 here. They're sending in a deep nickel blitz. Throwing out to the flats as Villa drops that one short. Looked like we had David Njoku open over the middle. Wonder why he elected not to go there. Instead, we're going to go to the handoff here. Sampson to the outside. Blocks, hold up, and he's in the end zone. Big carry by us. And we kind of score in similar fashion to the Giants. Pass it in for the first, rush it in for the second. Only thing that we're not doing is getting turnovers and sacks, but I'll still take it if the ball game's tied. Now, it's definitely hard to come up into a booth after an exciting game like this, but the only time you're going to see the score update down there is like in situations like this when we're up in the booth. So let's try to go quickly here through the Bills. Not the Bills. I'll look down below for a quick second. The Giants get a penalty here against Isaiah McGuire, roughing the passer most likely. Dart trying to get the offense back moving. Big pass play there as Cam gets the first down. Just like that, they're in the red zone here. 3rd and 2. 4th and 2. This is thrown away. They're going to just kick their 3. There goes a big pass play to Looney for 10. Coming back to Jeudy for 7. 3rd and 3 here is thrown away. Gets the first down. And we're on our half of the field here right before the end of the half. Can we get these points? Now, it looks like for the most part, we'd just be seeing games at half. So we might not watch the halftime report. It might be just at the end of the game to see if any of them come up at the end of the week. Dropping back here. Sanders is... Come on, we can't take a sack like that. Well, we've seen big plays happen for us, so I'm not too worried here. At least on 2nd and 17, let's get some of it back. Play action fake here. Looking. Pockets looking really good. Run then, bro. Like, dang. I get they have a spy right there, but you can juke a linebacker. If you're that afraid of 54, you can't move. That's... I need to get back Trey Lance back in then. Sanders dropping back. Pockets looking good. Starting the second half off. Fumble recovered there by the defense. Look at that. Giants started the ball first. Joel Tyran gets a 53-yard fumble recovery. Let's just get in the end zone now. We're at the 22-yard line. Great field position here. At the very least, we should be able to tie the game up. Shador dropping back. Another sack. Okay, what are we calling? That's 7 sacks today. 7. Why is it 4 verticals on first down? Whose playbook? That's not 4 verticals. First of all, why is it telling me 4 verticals? We're not running 4 verticals. Secondly, why are I not throwing the slant route? This is just like a serious question. If y'all can please get down below in the comment section, let me know. I do the polls from time to time, but please get down below in the comment section and let me know. Do y'all want me to change this to be like not this series, but maybe like moving forward? Do y'all like the me playing and post commentary style better, like what we're doing with college football? This series is fun when your team is good, but them early stages, you're just so confused as why stuff's not getting done. It seems like it'd be an easy read to throw to the wheel right there or throw to the tight end. I saw them both wide open while taking the sack. It just seems like this team should be so much better. Now I get it. They should be struggling with the weak offensive line, but there's openings, and they're just not taking it. Entry into the fourth quarter here, the Giants were able to capitalize with 3 points. Villa gets the catch there. Offense is driving here. Trying to answer back at least a 3 of our own. Big pass play to Jerry Jeudy for 22 yards, and we score in the end zone. 9-yard pass to B.J. Harris. Rookie third tight end actually getting on the field, making a play here. And now it's going to be up to the Giants offense here as they get sacked for a 4-yard loss. Myles Garrett finally making a sack. And we got the ball back here on offense. If we can, there goes Auburn with the holding call. So say if we can get some points here, that'd be great. But it looks like it's going to be a quick 3 and out. Giants get stalled out here with 2 passes thrown away. 51-yard field goal is good. So 6 minutes left. I think we can kind of jump in here and see. Well, actually, let's not yet shit. Let's go back to the booth. Let's see if they can run off some of this clock. First 8-yard pass to Rich Looney. Judkins with the 4-yard rush. Looks like they're keeping everything kind of short. There goes Looney with the second catch on the drive. Mixing in Sampson too as well. It looks like they are moving right now though. Nathan Njoku for 14. Judy for 11. Another big pass right here. Sampson for 10. First and goal after a 4-yard Sampson run. Back-to-back thrown away passes here. And then Looney gets a touchdown there for 6 yards. We're going to kick the field goal. And the Giants have no timeout. So 2.5 minutes left to go. And now it's going to be up to the defense to get this victory. I wish the scores would stay when we come into the game so I can see them down below. They used to. I don't know if that's a glitch or if they just took it out entirely. And it's meant to be like that. Look at that throw over the head of the running back. That's the one thing I am surprised about too. In the snow, we've seen a lot of throws from both teams. Looks like it's that snow that's kind of like rainy a little bit. So it's sticking a little bit, but it's still liquidy. Going back here, pockets collapsing, wide open over the middle of the field. Jackson Dart, 208, 2 touchdowns, no picks today. Just guard the sidelines here. They're going with a handoff here. Trying to run the ball is an interesting tactic here as Cam gets taken down. That is crazy. You mean to tell me they were able to get back to the line in 8 seconds? Handing this off again up the middle. Cam is not going anywhere. Good run defense. Why are we? Oh, an injury timeout. That's Mason Graham going down. So see, 92 Elijah Chapman coming in up the middle. They're going to go empty set here though. Pass rush not going to get there, making Dart move around wide open again off the slant. And this time he's actually getting chased by 2. Neighbors again getting open. Go to zone if y'all can't run man, please. Minute 20 left to go here. Dropping back, quick throw out over the middle. Hit at the point of catching too as well. Wow, they are moving. They were able to move this ball very, very quickly. I don't think the runoff has been. Yeah, I think the runoff's been working in their favor a lot here in this one. It's wide open up the middle. That's a touchdown. I could tell. That was way too spread out. For whatever reason, both defensive tackles and edge rushers are spinning to the outside. Somebody has to rush from up the middle. And if they get this, I mean, at least we have 2 timeouts. They're going to go 3 by 1. Screen pass out to Cam. Everybody's out there to the outside, and we got him. We got him down. They're going to have to kick for an onside kick here. If we recover, this should be ball game. It's up. And we recover. Connor picking that one up clutchly for us. And with no timeouts left, we should be able to knee this down. And that is again, well, I guess we can't say step 1. Step 1 was last week. Step 2 was staying in contention. This is step 3 to making it to the postseason. Beating the Giants here. Now we just got to go back, watch the recap show, and see if anybody else from the AFC West lost this week. 31-29 victory here when at one point it looked like it was not going our way. 14-0 start to the game. Turnovers on back-to-back drives. It was looking really rough. But Shador matched it up, man. First game back, 284, 70% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jackson Dart, 241 in a touchdown, had a very good game himself. Cam was an animal there rushing the ball. But actually, Judkins better at run per carry here. 5.6, 2 touchdowns there for Dart, 1 for Sampson. Receiving, we could not hold Neighbors. 93 in a touchdown, but they couldn't hold Judy. 106 in a touchdown, or Looney. 51 in a touchdown for him as well. And if we just look at just our side, look at that. 4 sacks come from Jack Conklin. But I think a lot of that, too, is just holding the ball too long. I'm not even going to give that to the offensive line from what we watched. Myles Garrett, though, finally. I've been wondering where you at. Don't smile at me like that. You had a 99 overall, and those are the first 2 sacks that I've seen since, like, week 2. All right, come on now. Show me something good here. Now, of course, we already know our progressions and everything, but no, I need to see the wins, losses versus the 8-8 Texans now, which is cool to see here. Look at this approval rating, 45%. Fans are at 0%. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good, but everybody else approves of me. My GM approves. Players are really approving. Media's approving. It's just the coaching staff don't really like me that much, probably because I be blaming them. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see here, the Broncos clinched the 1 seed at 13-3. Steelers clinch a playoff spot, playoff spot at 11-5. Those are the only 2 people to clinch with this last game on the line too as well. Like, things can still change up drastically. The Colts could be out entirely. Also, the Texans are playing for postseason right now too. If they win against us, they could possibly still take their division. Now, if the Colts win, it's all over for them. Jets could possibly still take the division, I'm assuming here, if they just tie with the Bills. So if the Bills lose, that's wraps. But right now, we are still the 10 seed. Both the Chargers and Raiders, I guess, both have tiebreakers against us. So I'm not sure what those tiebreakers would be. I can't remember if we lost to either of those teams, though. But they hold tiebreakers against us, and the Chiefs are at 10-6. So the best we can do is 10-7. So what we would have to hope for, I'm trying to see if this is mathematically possible. I don't think we hold a tiebreaker with the Bengals or Ravens. If we look at our schedule, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, do we hold a tiebreaker with any of them? Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs. So the Raiders, yeah, because we lost to them. The Chargers, I don't see we played. The Bengals, we did split with. The Ravens, we split with. Oh, wow. So we did actually split with both of those two. So the only team that we didn't split with was the Steelers. They actually swept us, but we split with the other two teams. So not really sure what it goes down to next for the divisional. So if they were to go, one of them were to go to 10-7. This is what we need to have happen. I know it sounds really confusing, y'all. I'm trying to think about this on the fly. We need to win. That'll put us at 10-7. I need the Chargers and Raiders to both lose to drop them behind us, because obviously they hold a tiebreaker against us. So we need them both to move out the way. So if those two teams lose, they drop behind us, we would jump up to 8. The Chiefs, Bengals, Baltimore, one of those three has to lose. It'd be great if two of them lose. It gives us an even better chance. But basically right now, what we're hoping on is to win this game and get in because of tiebreakers. And we have to play a Houston team that is not, necessarily missing a lot of key pieces. Looks like 3 offensive linemen, though, are missing. Are those 3 starting offensive linemen? I can't even remember the names of the guys that are missing. I'm not even going to lie to you. But it looks like the offensive line is definitely down some people. I think those are all starters. I'm pretty, and that's the right side and the center. Yeah, those are starters. So they are going to basically be looking kind of like us. 3 backups. We got 3 rookies. Pretty even playing field. Now, what they do best here, looks like they're pretty mid-tier in just about everything, just like we are, except for when it comes to scoring. They're at 23.5. We're at 20. Look at that difference, too. That's only like a less than a 2-point difference. Takes you from 22nd to 10th. That's how cluttered up it is. But we are 8th in offensive points per game, which is good. Our opponent passing defense is 4th. Rush defense is kind of bad. Looks like it's not one of their top targets. Who I forgot who their running back is, though. Who is the running back out there for? Might as well just go ahead and take a look at their entire roster while I'm here. So CJ Stroud's still the quarterback. Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb are still in the backfield. Receiving core is Collins, Jaden Higgins, Christian Kirk. And at tight end, they got Travis Kelce. Now, how did they do that? Why would you leave Kansas City to go to Houston? And Kansas City still better be in the playoffs, so they definitely didn't need you. Okay, so look, it's down at the bottom to start the game at least. It's just once you come up here to try to super sim, this thing just go away. Well, it's at least this time around we're not going to watch, a huge chunk of this game like we did last. I don't want 2 full games on here, but we definitely will at least get through 1 drive apiece. So this time around we're going to start out on defense as we get this game set to get kicked off here against CJ Stroud and the Texans, trying to not only lock ourselves into the postseason, but also this would knock them out effectively. Yeah, 2,365 yards. That looks relatively low. Did he get hurt this year? That looks relatively low for CJ Stroud numbers. Even struggling CJ Stroud should be able to put up in the 3,000s, I would think, here coming to the last game of the year. Dropping back here, going with the play action. Look at that. Out to the outside, wide open. Now, of course, if that is him struggling all season, he's going to have a game against our defense. Motioning out, Joe Mixon in the backfield. CJ, clean pocket over the middle. Travis Kelce with the catch, I think that is. Is he wearing 81 now? Oh, no, that's Higgins. Okay. So where's Kelce at? Oh, no, I should look for the X factor at the bottom. He's at 88 this now. Okay, dropping back here. Pocket's looking good. There goes Garrett there to help out, get the sack. Now, don't stand up like you did something, though. I saw that was mainly my boy. I think it was Joe Tyron there getting in the backfield. No, that's Isaiah McGuire. Although Tyron is listed as the starter out there. I guess since we play a lot of nickel and Isaiah is the starting edge rusher, he really gets a lot more snaps comparatively. Dropping back here up the middle. There goes Graham getting to the quarterback and at least gets him to a 3 and out. Rushing the throw and Hickman finishes off the play. Play action there. Looks like they started to fall for it a little bit, leaving things open for Judy. Getting us to 3rd and inches there. They did actually fall for it. I saw the blitz was coming in. They were going for Shador, then they went for a halfback. Looks like Sampson's going to come here on 3rd down. Not going to run it to him. Instead, they're going to go with the pass. That's a great catch there by Judy. I don't know why he didn't go Villa underneath. He was way more open, but threw it to a contested window and it worked. And now it looks like the Texans are sending in a blitz. That looks like a mean blitz. Nope, they just faked it there. Drop back in coverage. Looney with his first catch and target of the day. Now that's a heavy blitz coming in here. Throw will go out before they get there. Judy with another catch, and he gets the first. Hold on, was that me over there with all that swag? Oh, never mind, I'm over there. I was about to say, who in the all-white jumpsuit with all that swag? That must be my defensive coordinator or something. Sending our halfback in motion here. Judkins coming back into the shotgun formation. Going right back out. We're going to go pass to him. Easy truck stick there. Breaks off 2 more, and it takes 4 defenders to take him down. Come on, Sanders, make something happen here for us. Quick throw goes out to Judy again. 3 targets in the first quarter. Yeah, you can definitely tell that there's like, I guess like not a quarterback favorite trend here, but Trey did not throw to Judy like that. Dylan did not throw to Judy like that, but Shador, he even probably held down because he was looking for Jerry Judy to be open, even though Villa was open in front of him. Looking here, wide open over the middle. Who is that? Cedric Tillman get on the field? Going empty set here. Judkins going to come out from the outside, coming back into the backfield. Let's see if they run the same play out to him in the flats again. This time it looks like that's covered up. That's going to be knocked down. Okay. I saw the red circle underneath. I didn't know if that was about to be called fumble. Looks like they're going empty again. Are we running the same play? It looks like we are. I don't even remember putting this play in the play. Y'all gotta let me know. Like, do the playbooks get changed by the computer? Have y'all experienced this? Because I don't remember putting a play where the halfback moves in my formations. I don't even think I would want to run that. Let alone the computer be successful with it. Now they have been here so far. Right there. Look at Villa, wide open. Okay, well, fine. Fannin Jr. too. Come on, let's get into this end zone. Sampson's in the game now, so one of our gun formations looking for him, and he's sacked here. 6-man pressure looked like, actually. Looks like they just ran a normal double slants play there. Probably should just threw it out into the flanks to Sampson. Now we're going to have to come back here on 3rd and goal. We need 10 yards. We're going to go with the handoff here, and I guess just settle for our 3. Like I said, just one drive for each team here. Just a little bit less on the field. Maybe we'll go in for the more crucial drives or crucial plays. Looks like we get a quick 3 and out by the Texans offense this time around. Going into the second quarter with a big pass play to Looney for 13. Look at that. Big pass plays going up the field here now. As it looks like the Texans offense has woken up here. They're in the red zone. 5 yards away. We do stop them there, so they're going to have to just tie the game with 3. Coming into the 2-minute warning, we got them to get a good punt in here. It's still 3-3. Don't tell me we're going to have another Buccaneers game on our hands, bro. Right before the half. 1:27 to go. All of our timeouts, and really both offenses have kind of been getting stalled here. A lot of 3 and outs, a lot of negative plays here, and that was just way too easy. That one is on Conklin. They like doubled down instead of even trying to reach outside, and that was just way too easy. 48 seconds left to go here. They're just letting the clock run down the field, though. Judy gets us to our side. You know, I'll take the lead by any means necessary here. So if it is a field goal, I will take that. Looney gets us a little bit closer here as we call our first timeout. Clean drop, 3-man pressure. David Njoku puts us inside of the 40. Now it's going to be interesting how they, run the time here. 34 seconds. We only have 1 timeout left here. Dropping back over the middle. That's Jerry Judy with the catch. They used the last timeout now. Can y'all let me know down below, am I allowed 1 veto a game where I get to run 1 play a game at least? Because that just seems like a bad decision there. Look at that, 24 seconds. Let's see their clock run off here. They're going to just hurry back to the line after Rich Looney catches it. Looks like they're going to try to spike here. No field goal unit yet. 16 seconds. It looks like they're going to try to run 1 more play to get in the end zone. So they don't get it all and put you 4th down. At least they'll have to kick it. Throw goes out. Easy catch. Oh, no, he dropped it. I'm actually kind of glad he dropped it. Now that forces us to kick 3. And we'll at least go into the half with a 3-point lead here, 6-3, as nobody's been able to get in the end zone yet. So we're going to go through this third quarter here pretty quick, though. Another 3-and-out by us, 3-and-out by them. Huge pass play, though. Who was that? 22 yards to Jerry. Who else? Jerry Jeudy. That's knocked away. Penalty against the defense. Looks like we get stalled out again. Another field goal. It's 9-3. And look, there it goes. Back-to-back big plays all the way up the field. And just as soon as we get the score, they come down and finally score the first touchdown of the game. We just got a big penalty and they got an interception, bro. Oh my gosh, this is not looking too good. 3rd and 19, 28-yard pass, then a 10-yard pass to from CJ Stroud. They're in field goal range, going down the field, and they score. We have to score a touchdown here or else it's over. The dream season could be coming to an end, you guys. I mean, we finished over 500. Huge improvement from last year. Let's not forget where we started out this series at. So, very much so improved. But they actually gave me hope for postseason this time around. We were so close to being able to squeeze in. We're still not out of the water yet. Sanders going to drop back here. Blitz is coming around the edge. And that's Conklin. When it comes to between him and Jenkins, I think he's the best veteran. Or like he's the oldest veteran. So, I mean, you would think he'd be able to handle something like this. Look, he's just letting... Is that Henderson Jr.? I said Henderson. I meant Anderson. Anderson is working him on the right side. There's nothing he can do one-on-one. We might have to start double cover. It's 4th and 25 because of the 2 sacks by him. They at least don't, add on another score and getting that for us. So while our season ends, the Texans do what they need to do, though. They got the win they needed. We'll have to see if that win at least helps. At least hopefully it helped them get into the postseason, though. If we had to lose, at least it's not to another team that's not going with us and just spoiled our season. Hopefully they used us and got into the postseason. Let's look at these final game stats here. 28 for 47, 264. Nice game for him. We didn't get the run game going at all today. I mean, only 6 attempts total. Jeudy 10 for 111. And it seems like the only person he wanted to target here today is everybody else was pretty quiet. And then defensively here, Myles Garrett was in the backfield to help out with some sacks. Isaiah McGuire helping him out too as well. But you see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like guys that we can let go. I think maybe signing McGuire back and then doing a trade for Joe Tyron, because I mean 4 total tackles. I'm not really sure if it'll show me like how many plays that's just blocking and there's no general stats, so I can't see how many plays he actually got in. But I mean, it just seems like we see Isaiah McGuire out there more anyway, so he needs to, I guess, be the full-time starter. Some upgrades here after the game. Shedeur Sanders actually getting an upgrade after the last game. I kind of forgot where his numbers are at here. Pretty good, short accuracy, medium accuracy is getting there, deep accuracy is kind of there, throwing the run. I think the awareness just needs to get better, and honestly, so I'm gonna go with the strong arm upgrade here. Hopefully get some deep accuracy there. So say a 77, boosted to an 80 overall though. +1 throw deep, I at least take throw under pressure and medium. So now he sells to 85, 89. Not too bad. And then our other upgrade here for our punter, which I mean, we're just going to go with the best option here. Get him up to a 76 overall. They mainly just get awareness boost anyway between punters and kickers. So not able to go ahead and squeeze into the postseason. We already know we can just go ahead and advance to the next week. 9-8 was not a part of the formula. We had to win that game if we were wanting to do anything. So let's move this stuff out of the way. 9-8, we did just barely get on the outside of it. Looks like 3 teams from our division are going though. Bengals made it at 10-7. Ravens made it 11-6, and then 12-5. The Texans did not even get in. I assume when it had them tied and didn't have the Colts clinching, I guess because the Colts could have lost. So it looks like the Colts did win the tiebreaker there. Chiefs getting at 11-6. Look, both teams lost like we need them to too. The Chargers and Raiders both lost like I need them to. The Bengals lost like I needed them to because we only needed one of those 2 teams to lose. If we had just took care of business against Houston, we might be sitting in that 7th spot right now. Might be. But it looks like we have in the zone. That's right. Our tight end did have a goal here to end off the regular season. See what he reached out, talk about the goal we set when I had that hot start. How are you feeling? On top of the world, I had an insane finish to the season. At least he's getting some boost to his overall. I mean, he did great, but the team did take a step forward. I mean, we'll, of course, probably in the offseason video go over every metric and talk about how we got better, because I do have it in the spreadsheet here to kind of keep track. But at the very least, I can say we were a 5+ win improvement team this year, which probably not too many other teams can say about themselves. We finished as a top 10 defense in almost every category. A mid-tier offense for the most part, which is something we couldn't say last year with the way that Shedeur was playing. So it looks like here mock draft 3 is out, and we can kind of see that Dante Reed is now going at number 3. Darren Thigpen is at 5. A lot of defensive tackles going earlier. Josh Cabrera is at 9. Looks like quarterbacks going at 11 and 12. They have us picking here at 18, which is kind of far back. They're going Courtney Neighbors here at cornerback. Where did what was his name? Roman Browning. Where did he go? It looks like he jumped up to 11. Okay. So it looks like we could be dropping back to 18. So I don't know if we're going to be in the market for one of those top edge rushers or not. We should look, though. We should have the grades now on those edge rushers, though, from the guys that we focused. Yeah, look at that. Round 3 to 4, day 3. So there's only 3 first-round options here on the left. I don't know what that says about the right, though. If Ayers is there, we might have to do some more scouting to see if we have other options. But round 1 options here on the top guys. We'll definitely be building out our board here a little bit more. Now we've got all the information that I think we can use here to figure out who's going to make the board, what we're going to do, especially at positions here like at corner. You know, are we going to kind of focus in on some more of these corners to see if we got some other round 1 to 2 options? Because it is pretty sad that we have to go to nickel and use a safety there. We don't have a third corner to kind of count on for that role. So maybe a rookie could come over and take over that spot. I mean, if we just look at the roster as a whole, I mean, areas that still need improvement. I still want to see our quarterback grow. Our halfback room is incredibly young, so I don't think we need to touch that at all. My receiver room is pretty young. Judy's the oldest one there at 27. We still have 3 guys under 23 years old. At tight end, we still have 2 guys that are pretty young here. The offensive line as a whole, young. Jenkins is the oldest one at 28. No, Conklin's at 32. And playing that bad, we might need a replacement there in free agency. McGuire here with Callaway that we just drafted last year, but we're going to go after edge rusher again. Probably look to trade maybe Joe Tyron at 27 years old. Probably could look to go somewhere else. Defensive tackle, we're young there. Linebacker core is pretty old for the outsides. Corner, I mean, Denzel Ward is at 29. Then we have Greg Newsome Jr., but then they're young, but still unproven here. So I think kind of getting a superstar here could help out. Safety, I think definitely needs an upgrade here. I think Connor's made his way to be like this top safety. We might have to play both our strong safeties as the 2 starters, but looking to upgrade that position too as well. So we might look at the safety room here in this upcoming draft. I don't think it's strong. If we just look here, there's only 1 round 1 possibility. Everybody else is like day 2 options. He does have B zone though, and I do like my free safeties to have B zone coverage. But we'd have to do like some actual serious scouting here to see if anybody's worth the day 2 pick. B-man coverage is not bad. Round 2 to 3 guys, a hybrid. I would just want to see what that zone is. B zone coverage here, but from a UDFA. So yeah, the safety classes aren't that strong this year, but we could be looking to make some moves here majorly on the defense. We'll have to see what the draft picks are talking about and what potential trades are talking about. So next time out, I'm going to go through, look at all the scouting, get everything done that I need to. Next time out, we'll kind of run through the postseason and everything like that. I guess might as well, while we're here, before we go to get out of here for the day, let's look at the final stats here. So we finished up with the 12th best offense in terms of yards. Defense, the 5th. Very good team. Shedeur, 3,252 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions in year 2 of his career here. Still at normal development, which does suck. But you see, even with the injury he had, much better improvement. I mean, 232 yards, almost 100 yards or 50 yards more on yards per game. Had around the same attempts too as well, so his attempts went way up this year. Sacks dropped a little bit, but still 67 is high. Running the ball, 921, 5 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards for Judkins, 208, 3 touchdowns for Sampson. Njoku, 108 receptions, 906 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy finished with 904 and 8 touchdowns, so almost 2 1,000-yard receivers. Billa in his rookie year, 71 for 795 and 5 touchdowns. Looney, 70 for 713 and 6 touchdowns. So, I mean, that's some pretty impressive numbers for that to be 2 rookies up there in the mix. Now, sacks, of course, we did give up a lot. Conklin with 17, Ogburn with 14, Jenkins with 12. Has to improve. We got to get a better right tackle, I believe. Sack numbers here. Myles Garrett did finish with 15. I did say it was a slow year, but it just seemed like he was never in the stat sheet. I'm not going to lie to you. 21 TFLs. Mike Hall Jr., 9.5. I feel like he kind of tapered off in the second half. Really didn't see him too much. Graham, 4.5. Definitely had a hot start and then disappeared. Interceptions, 3 by Grant Delpit. leading the way for the team. If we look at the overall league, 5 interceptions by Garrett Williams led the way. 23 sacks by TJ Watt led the league in sacks. Looks like Jamar Chase only finished with 21 touchdowns, so didn't break the record, but 1,518 yards, 106 receptions. Watson behind him with 1,300. McConkey with 12. If we look at running the ball, Derrick Henry still on top, 1,500 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns. Breece Hall, 15 touchdowns at 1,300. Joe Mixon with 14 touchdowns after the game he had against us. A lot of 1,000-yard rushers, though. And passing the ball here, Joe Burrow led the way, 4,742, 41 touchdowns. Mahomes, 45 and 10 is pretty impressive. Jordan Love, 46 and 5, very impressive. Any drafted players up here just yet? So nothing from quarterback. Any halfbacks? Nothing. Receivers? Not just yet. Okay, so not seeing too many like drafted players yet, but it is only year 2 of the season, so not gonna stress it too much there for us. So pretty good year 2 here in the books. So I'm gonna go ahead and look through the scouting, set up a scouting board. So the next video will be the full off season in its entirety, and we're going to get things set up here, getting ready for year 2's off season and setting up year 3, where we look to make another leap in improvement. Catch you guys in that video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content and ready for more videos. Love every single one of you guys. I'm out for the day. Peace.